Hello everyone, this is Akuchi back with some more Dominion. I apologize for not uploading the final match of last season's Dominion League. The Windows update messed up my microphone. I've got that sorted out now. So I demoted, unfortunately. So I'm in a C division. Season 28, Dominion League. I will be playing Forest for the first match. I've played Forest, I think, a couple times before in some other non-Dominion League tournaments. I've experienced something new this season. Normally, when the season begins, I'm at the top of my division due to alphabetical superiority. But Forest has one-upped me on that front, so respect. Okay, let's look at this board. Getting into it, we've got Catapult, we've got Fairy, Laboratory, looks like the draw. It's also Royal Blacksmith. Mostly Laboratory and Royal Carriage. Seems good. There's also Doctor. I don't think that's good enough on a 4-2. Doctor isn't particularly good at trashing estates. So I think I want to open with Catapult. And then probably Fairy on Laboratory. Just try to get a bunch of laboratories, draw the deck. Trading Post is also an interesting idea. If I have like a freak 5 coins on turn 3 or 4, I'll pick up a Trading Post, I think, but I don't want to waste the tempo to ferry it, I think. Alright, so Forest has a similar idea. He went first this game. So once we built the deck, there is no plus buy, so that's a limit. I'm going to go ahead and join stream chat, talk in here. Alright, so Trading Post. So Forest does get that, which is pretty nice. So if he attacks me with Catapult here, which is very likely. Oh wow, his Catapult missed. That was unlucky. So I can actually attack him here and still pick up a Laboratory. The Trading Post is nice to turn the estates into silver. Being attacked here is not that concerning. Getting a second Catapult is not a bad idea. So it's a question of whether I want to trigger the shuffle. Like, what do I get out of it? I think I will not. There's not a whole lot to be gained. Okay, so Trading Post again. So he hasn't attacked much with Catapult. But he's still, well, he's thinner than I am, right? He hasn't trashed any estates, excuse me, which is surprising. Man, that Trading Post Has he played it 3 turns in a row? Wow. Okay, so we're drawing the deck. We can trash an estate and grab a royal carriage, perhaps. I'm wondering if there's any way to get the, like, tunnel working out nicely. In looks like the only way to trigger a tunnel. But the gold gain is definitely nice. So if we get the in, we can immediately support multiple terminals. Yeah, I have to decide, is this gold gain worth it? Yeah, I think so. I don't think I want the in. Not particularly. So Forrest needs to get a way to play both of his terminals. I think that should be a priority for him. So I think I can attack and pick up a tunnel here. Alternatively, we could have picked up the catapult there to thin out the remaining estates. So if he gets a way to attack me, maybe I do want a trading post over a catapult. This is my second terminal. Oh, interesting. I think that was very premature to get rid of that trading post. Yeah, I can draw everything up. And I can trash the copper and still buy a trading post. Alright, so we split the laboratories 5-5. Okay. So there's a question of whether I want to gain a gold here. I think I do. Now what I can do... do I want to play that laboratory? That's the next question. I have a lot of bad cards in there. I think I don't. The only issue now is... No, I have 3 coins, so I can ferry a royal carriage at this point. I actually have 4 coins. So that is enough for a province, huh? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another gold. Yeah, this should work. Could hold on to the estate. So I really do not need the coppers at all. Yeah, I think estate is more valuable. And we'll go after province. Yeah, I'm okay with the status quo right now. Status quo will leave me with the win. Yeah, I think I keep going with gold gaining and trashing kind of thing. So this is a could be a bad turn. So we might not. So we need to decide whether we want to gain the gold with tunnel here. I think we might as well. Well, maybe not. Okay, so we have 5 laboratories. I think we don't want to gain the gold. No, we'll gain it, but we won't play it. Yeah, this should be good. So with a 4-point VP lead, even if like he takes a duchy, we can safely take the province. Assuming we do not dud, which is a possibility. The good news is if we do dud, we can still buy a tunnel, which is enough to mean that he can't buy the last province if he does go for it here. Duchy, okay. Okay. So this is a bit tricky. Like, do we gain the gold here? I think we do. I think we don't rely on drawing everything. Okay. And so now the question is, do we play this laboratory? We have 2 green cards and a gold. I think we do not. I think we leave the gold on top and buy a province. Okay, and now we have it. We have enough to salt the earth in hand. It wasn't properly... Yeah, if he had gone for a province and I had bought a tunnel, he could have theoretically catapulted a laboratory and bought the province for a win. So, wasn't considering that line. That is a victory, right? Yep. Okay. Okay, so Forrest is going to be changing his options. Thinks he needs to leave the table to do so. Maybe that's how that works. So that the spectators can see Forrest's hands. Alright, player order is me first. Alright. Okay, we've got Catapult again. We've got Baker, Torturer, but the only way to play multiple Torturers is Nobles for action. That doesn't impress me much. So then there's the question of whether Sea Hag is worth it. So vault money in the absence of anything powerful is pretty okay. But the hand size attack from Catapult and potentially Torturer makes that less attractive. What's Labyrinth? Gaining cards on your turn. That's not going to happen very easily. Pawn does provide plus buy, but I just don't think the turns are going to be that impressive. So, yeah. Thinking about a Baker Catapult opening, that's just like the first thing I thought of. But I am questioning whether Sea Hag is worthwhile. Sea Hag Catapult. Just do something kind of sloppy. Because I don't mind buying silvers. I think silvers are fine. So the alternative is you fight through curses with just a little bit of Catapult trashing, and then like vault or something. I think I want to give out some curses. I'm not confident about what I'm doing here. I mean, obviously, if they collide, that's a downside. But we might be hand size attacked anyway. So what are my buys going to be going forward? If we hit 5 somehow, we're going to get Baker. And it's probably worth using a coin token to get Baker. Otherwise, if we have 3, we're going to buy silvers. And if we have 2, is it worth a coin token to get a silver, or should we grab a pawn? I'm okay grabbing 1 pawn. Try to grab some labyrinth points at some point. Torture, okay. The torture doesn't bother me. Torture silver, interesting. Okay, I think I'll, yeah, as I said, take this opportunity to get the Baker. Unfortunately, my Catapult misses the shuffle. We'll get a pawn here. Okay. So the question is, do we want to get a second pawn? I mean, that doesn't actually matter. The question is whether we want to trash an estate or a copper. don't think the hand size attack is gonna be... Well, if it hits his catapult hand, it's valuable. But this is the kind of board where coppers aren't terrible. Hold on a moment. Alright, I'm temporarily back. I may be distracted again, trying to get my luggage, which was delayed. Discard down to 3, no problem. Looks like I'm going to be getting a lot of pawns. So we've given out 3 curses so far, and he has not trashed any curses. So that's good. Yeah, vault. Might be time for some vaults. I think I want to draw on. Okay. So we can attack and get silver, or we can trash this estate. I do not know which is better. Oh, I have coin tokens also. So let's go ahead and trash the estate, and I think I want one more baker. Okay, well, we're attacking here. So we haven't gotten any silvers. That's a little concerning. But this game should last a while with all the attacks. I think the bakers are just going to pay off. No. I don't think my deck is good enough. Okay. Did I play? I did play my catapult last turn, so no reason not to draw. Alright. We'll get a silver here. Alright, I am back. Apologies for the delay. Alright, so we've got a lot of coin tokens here. I think this will be a good turn to get some Labyrinth. Labyrinth points. So this can be... I don't have any more... Well, I might have some Bakers, so... Probably a good coin buy situation. So we can spend 2 tokens. Get another Baker and silver. Oh, that was a vault, not an attack. That'd be... yeah. So once again, we have another opportunity to get some more Labyrinth points, which I think I will take advantage of. This time we'll go for vaults. I'm a little puzzled right now how Forest has... Oh, Nobles, okay. I was wondering how he was gonna... how he had VP. I don't think the discard attack is going to be too valuable. On the other hand, Trashing Estates isn't super valuable for my deck. But this is where I will consider buying provinces. So he's got 4 curses, 3 estates, right? I think. Yeah, this could be a province. I don't think there's a 3-pile like situation here. I'll definitely want to grab these Labyrinth points when given the opportunity. So I only have 1 more terminal, which is my other vault. Unfortunately, I drew it. There is distant lands. That's another source of VP. Definitely could take me a while to get all... Okay, this Baker I think I'm not going to play. So should we angle for a 3-pile here? The 3 piles would be Curses, Baker, and Pawn. I think I'm not going to commit fully to that. But the combination of Bakers and Vaults Okay, that's pretty inconvenient. Yeah, but hopefully by the time he gets this, like, torture stack anywhere close to functional, the curses will be pretty much gone. Hopefully I can draw my catapult here, but I'm not optimistic. Just getting all the nobles. Doesn't bother me. Could do another pawn silver thing, try to grab those labyrinth points. Still got 5 curses. This should be province. Okay, he's helping me on the provinces. I think I have some vaults in there. I think I want to see the vault, if possible. Yeah, I think that's better than trashing. The interesting thing about the Torturer attack is that the curse goes to hand, so if I have a vault, that could actually help my turn a little bit. Well, this is a pretty good turn. We can actually catapult the Sea Hag, which gives us a little more coin. Alright, so we get another one. Okay, so we got Chapel Alms. That is a very nice combination. Upgrade as the Obelisk Ghost Ship. That's always relevant. We got Border Village. So yeah, there's an engine here, clearly. Envoy is pretty good draw. Combine that with 1 or 2 ghost ships and a lot of border villages, and you've got yourself Um, yeah, pretty nice setup here. I think I like a... Oh, there's a village, like regular village too, so... I think I like a chapel and upgrade opening. Probably. There are no plus buy. There is no plus buy. So upgrade is the only... source of alternative gains. That's what I'd like to do. Alright, so do we go with a poacher? I don't know how risky the poacher is. Well, oh no, poacher is completely fine, because if at any point it becomes bad, we can just upgrade it into something better. That's the beauty of this board. Yep, that's pretty slick. And that's a good, like, point. Like, does it even make sense to get the poacher? Or should we just alms for, like, envoy? And if we don't end up with the village before we get the envoy, then we can just upgrade it, ideally. Guide. Guide's gonna be good. Definitely gonna want some guides. I don't know, I can see poacher being okay. No, let's do this. Here we go. We're going to want at least 2 upgrades. Probably. Okay. This envoy seems pretty silly now. Yeah. Huh. Pretty silly. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I discard. Yeah, guide is good. Guide's real good. Gonna want to have 2 guides to deal with the ghost ship stuff. I don't think I like that kind of trashing. He's already got some draw, like, there's no need to trash those coppers there. Probably. Maybe it's the thing to do. But, I don't know. Okay. So we can immediately get a guide if we want. We might as well get the ghost ship, I think. Or should we get a silver here? No, we don't need that. I have in there? Yeah, this... that was not the right choice. Alright, so now we alms... I guess we alms for a poacher. How did that happen? A village. Okay, so our turn is actually pretty bad. I'm not sure what we should be doing here. Huh. Oh, we can call guide. Whoops. Alright, so now the question is how we use the upgrade. Could upgrade Ghost Ship into Border Village Ghost Ship. That's kind of not doing much. We can't upgrade the border villages into anything. So we can get a baker, I guess. Seems fine. I think I want to hold on to the envoy. But maybe not. Maybe the poacher does more work. I can't decide. Maybe I do want bakers. Maybe that's a thing to do. Yeah, let's go for it. I don't know. Probably a poacher is better. Poacher can be upgraded into another baker. We'll get a guide this turn. And then we probably want a gold. This is a weird board. So the cards that I actually want, I should put there. So we can upgrade the upgrade into a gold, and in that way buy a province. Yeah, I think it's fine to do that. Can also upgrade the bakers into golds now. That seems pretty good. This is a weird one. I think as long as I don't doubt I win. So it's a question of whether I should upgrade the copper, like, in advance. Because the upgrade becomes a dead card. Well, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense to upgrade the copper. I have 2 bakers, I believe. So, question. Are there any 4 costs out there? Looks like he's got an envoy. That can become a duchy. That's something to watch out for. Hmm. He only has 1 guide. Okay. I guess, does he has an envoy? No, he does not have an envoy. Okay. So I think I'm good. He could turn a village into a 4 cost if he hasn't already. Oh, he's got a silver too. Man. Yeah, he's got possibilities here. Okay. Oh. That's a semi-dud. Oh, no. We could actually use this to our advantage, potentially. We can get a border village and a duchy. Or an upgrade. That seems even better. Right? Well, that doesn't actually gain us anything. Because we had to up... Yeah. No. We have 2 upgrades now. Yeah, we just didn't get an attack off. But that's fine. Okay. So all we need to do is just buy 2 more provinces. That's all we need to do. Yep, the redundant village. Upgrading does not seem like a good idea. So I don't think there's any risk of me buying that province. And now we just need to... yeah. We need to find a little more money. That doesn't accomplish anything. Do we call the guide here? Oh, we are so close. Oh boy. Oh wait, we can... Oh man. All right. So how many provinces do we have? I think it's not worth playing that upgrade. I don't see how we're losing. The question is, duchy or upgrade? I think it's gotta be duchy. We, we gotta be able to finish this. We really need to see both our golds for that to happen. Does he have a ghost ship anymore? He does, okay. I'm kind of hoping to see the ghost ship. Huh. That's a lot of upgrades. I have 5 provinces, right? Yeah. So these 3 cards are not provinces. And they're not coppers. That's for sure. He's not making forward progress. Alright, so we get another one. That was a weird one. Governor. Gear. Oh man. I don't actually like the 5-2 here. Huh. Okay. So is there any way Forge is the way to trash? Governor early is not very good. There's also trade, which is pretty good. So, yeah, governor is not like the end all be all here because there's other ways to draw. Lots of other ways to draw. It is the best payload, except that you might also want to buy platinum to remodel. But once again, there's no plus buy, so yeah, governor's definitely the best payload. Well, unless 2 piles empty. So we could also do a catacombs opening to try to get a trade-off, which I kind of like. Oh, Bandit Fort. Oh, man. That's probably fine. Like, between Governor and Forge, like, you can probably take care of all your treasures on the last turn. It's an interesting board. I am excited to play this board. I'm not too fond of my opening split, but I'll make two. So I think I want to open with Catacombs. And I don't think I get a Guardian. I don't think that does anything. The idea behind the Catacombs is that we can get a trade-off. So I say that, but maybe we can just do that with Governor. I'm not overly fond of using Governor Draw early, but I can definitely envision myself getting into a situation where Catacombs being Terminal Draw becomes unplayable rather quickly. Laboratory is like slightly better, but early on, but the Governor is just what you want ultimately. Yeah, so this is kind of inconvenient unless we draw 3 copper. We have to draw here. There's definitely no other thing we can do. Pasture? No, okay. Yeah, we did it. Okay. So I think I like the trade here. I think I like that a lot. Unfortunately, I'm mirrored. We don't quite have enough for a forge, but we're getting close. Alright, I think we'll remodel here. Because I do want to get the gear. Okay. Oh, border villages are good with Governor Remodel also. Really want this forge. If he remodels for me, I will get a gear. I don't think he can gain 3 governors. Maybe I'm wrong. It'll be pretty inconvenient if he manages it. But I should be able to get at least one more governor. Oh, so I'm going to have 4 governors. All my governors in hand? That's pretty cool. I can't believe this is still a bug. Like... Alright, so he's undoing what he sets aside. I mean, probably gear. Okay, so he split the governors. There's also border village. That is interesting. How many border villages do I have? Probably just one? That's too bad. Oh, I can trash the pasture and the silver. That's nice. Okay. So if we gain gold... Oh my gosh. Gear is last card. That's really irksome. I don't actually have a good buy. That's inconvenient. Alright, what's my forge plan? Oh! Oh no, this is probably good that I got a 3 cost. Well, it doesn't matter. I can't forge it this turn. I don't know what my forge plan is. Forging a border village to gain border village and a city is, of course, good. I could also... No, I mean, I don't... Yeah, I have the border village. I can also forge... There are a lot of things that can be done here. I can forge a gold and a silver into a platinum, which pretty cool. Gains a shepherd. I'm pretty sure I'm not forging this village. So I am forging the border village, I guess. So I can play both gears. Or I can save the gear. Could buy the platinum, or I could just go ahead and buy the colony. I don't see an advantage to buying platinum. Maybe city is better than either. The forge still has value, I think. I mean, it definitely has value. At the very least, it gains a city, which is, of course, good. Should have forged 2 silvers, I think. I can forge village silver, which is pretty good. How many provinces is it safe to take, I wonder? Maybe just 3. Hmm. Hmm. Do I have a gold as that last card, or a silver or something? Silver. Hmm. So that's the question. Can I take... four provinces safely? Hmm. Gutsy. And if I can't, then... It's going for maximum gains there with the forges. So I could get a laboratory and a province. I could get a gold and a colony. I don't have any ability to end the game. Alright, so if I get two more provinces, I'm looking at 28 VP. How likely is it for 4S to beat that? He doesn't have a gear. And ideally we can get some points. Oh, this is a tough one. There's also some potential to squeak out a 3-pile win. Ultimately, I'm not very comfortable with his 5 cities and 3 forges. I think I have to be aggressive. I mean, he should be able to get the 4 provinces easy enough. The problem is I can't get 6 provinces. I don't know if I can empty the piles. Like, maybe the fact that pile emptying is a possibility makes it... Alright, what about leaving... So if I leave 5 provinces and he can actually get 5 provinces, I'm going to look really dumb. So what can he remodel into province? He has 1 gear. Some number of silver. So it's a silver and a 5 cost that he can remodel, that he can forge into a province. He's just got a lot of options. I'm going to be aggressive. Okay. Unfortunately, we only have 1 remodel. Oh, well, at the moment. So he's used 1 governor for draw. Okay. He's used 4 cities already, so he's not going to get the activated cities. He's out of cities. Okay. He's got 4 governors. So it's at least theoretically possible. For him to get the provinces. Then he'll need something else. He'll need a colony. Well, no, he can remodel golds into provinces, and that will be enough. But you need to remodel 3 golds into provinces? I don't know if he has that many golds. He does not. He only has 1 gold. At most. I think exactly 1 gold. Because I have 2 gold. So without the gear, he only has one or two possible targets to forge into province. What is he doing? I'm all aboard this 3-province plan. Alright, so that's another governor for draw. He's got 3 governors left, 1 forge left. Okay, he's emptied the piles. Now he needs to win somehow. I don't know what the plan is. Second to last governor. He can't even get all the provinces. I'm really confused. I don't know what Forrest's plan was, but I have no way to get points by trashing. Even if he bought a colony, which he cannot, that wouldn't be enough. It's pretty close. Alright, that's 4 in a row. Yeah, like Forrest needed to get a colony somehow. The provinces weren't enough, I think. But if he had forged, he just didn't have enough draw still, surprisingly. But yeah, if he could forge like 2 silvers and a no, I don't know what he's forging to get into colony. I'm gonna refill my water. I don't know if Forrest is taking a break or something. Yeah, it was a big point deficit to overcome, but I definitely was nervous with that 4 province gain turn. But I think Forrest didn't have enough draw to pull it off. Okay. Any crazy capital synergies here? Nope. This board looks considerably more tame. Yeah, so only trashing is Forge, it looks like. So you want to get that. Workshop is pretty good in the sense that you'd like to gain heralds and wandering minstrels and rangers. On the other hand, you want to get a forge also. So what's the plan to get a forge? Getting a capital's pretty okay. Shantytown does not play nicely with Herald. Forge also does not play nicely with Herald, but it is a necessary evil. Let's trash any number of cards, though, for Forge, so not a tragedy. I kind of want Alchemist, but maybe that slows you down too much. There's definitely a risk to opening Silver Potion. Opening Shantytown Potion is normally, you know, a pretty nice thing to do, but with Herald and no good terminals, that's a little dubious. And the silver's not bad in the sense that I do want to forge. I will... Yeah, I just don't see a way to build up economy with the workshop thing. Workshop opening. So I'd rather invest in draw, and the easiest way to get draw... Well, I mean, there's the, like, ranger approach, but that's pretty slow. Let's go with Alchemist. Silver Potion, get that reliability. Huzzah! We did not miss. So we're gonna have 3 to 5 coins next turn. 4, okay. Workshop is reasonable, but oh yeah, that's what the capital does. I think I want a minstrel. Just want to see those alchemists real fast. I want to get forge before I get workshop. There's a bit of anti-synergy between Herald and Alchemist. So maybe I actually don't get Herald. And I just do Alchemist with Minstrel Ranger. So if we hit 5, we're going to get a capital. That'll help us spike forge, and then it's just good to have plus buy with our potion. Ranger can also do that. So I might be talking myself out of capital. No, I want the forge. This minstrel doesn't accomplish much except getting rid of my potion. Yeah, let's get a capital. Got it. That was a good one. We lost our capital, though. Alchemist has to be the most valuable thing we could buy. Yeah, I could be convinced that my build was poor. See, the only gains here are workshop, right? So I lost all the treasures that I want. Well, darn. Turn 10 and I do not have a forge. Yeah. There we go. I'll get a workshop. Also? So, with Forge and Workshop combined, we can probably... The most efficient way to, like, get rid of estates... We could, like, get rid of a state and a 4 cost for a gold, which might be okay. Wow. Those are some things. Unfortunately, no village. Uh-huh. And our ranger is in there, so... Forest is going all after those wandering minstrels. It's like kind of inconvenient, but this one's tricky here. I think I want to draw. God lucky. This is going to be real nice. Yeah. Or I'll just get 1 gold. I think I want the minstrels before they're gone. So we could trash just 2 estates. Thing is, we need some economy. So we only have a couple... Now we've got a few stock cards we might draw. 3 minstrels and 3 alchemists are the... And then we have workshop, ranger, capital... I'm not sure what the last card is. What just happened there? Gold. Okay. Inconvenient. We do want the potion. But now we need to get some gold. Shantytown. I don't understand the need for so many actions. So do we get a silver here? I actually want to get a better sense for how many cards. Are there 3? So just have 3 cards. There are 2 cards in there. There will be 3. Gold and a potion. So we'd have to play both rangers. Is it better to have the draw queued up? No, I think we can. I think we can use all the draw here. All right, so we get Alchemist and I think we get gold, and the plan is to maybe we get Ranger. No, we can't gain. We can gain Rangers with Workshop. Yeah, we need the gold. All right. Okay, I can turn that capital into something else at some point. So I have the plus buy from Rangers now, but yeah, with Wandering Minstrels, we shouldn't have any trouble finding our 2 Rangers, but we do want to use the Workshop to gain another Ranger, so we set ourselves up in a good spot. And I think it's time to Province now, probably. Alchemist Province. Just can we use Forge effectively? That's the question. So he's still got some coppers left. Only 2. He actually doesn't have the potion at all, so he's given up on the Alchemist, which is fine. It's a pretty inconvenient price point for him. Wait, he has another copper somehow. He bought a copper at some point. I missed it. Oh no, gained it with Forge, right. So he's not in a position to get the Ranger draw consistently. This Shantytown is baffling. Oh, there's another one. could get a silver here, but seems unwise. I don't know. So we're almost there. I think a gold here pays off. Then we go in for it. Yeah, so on the last turn, I don't know. This forge is just not doing much anymore. Can't figure it. We could forge like workshop. Well, I mean, we can gain stuff with workshop. We can forge 2 rangers into a province. Yeah, on the last turn. Seems fine. Yeah, we should have super good reliability here. Forest is just not in a good spot. This is like really late. This is a game with no attacks, and it's turn 16, and we don't have any provinces, and it's not a mega turn board. So I'm inclined to believe that we misplayed this. Maybe you'd get by without forge trashing at all. Just go for workshop early-ish. Like minstrels, rangers, and some alchemists for consistency. You can get through your deck. Maybe it works. I don't know. It's an awkward board. The draw's there, but you really have to work for it. Weak payload. There's no attacks, so so we're going in for double province? No. I can believe in province gold. We've clearly got enough draw. Helps us sustain. A little better to have that gold. I guess like minstrel is our scarcest resource. We need to find a minstrel in the top 10 cards of our deck. And if we do, we're probably fine. That seems pretty likely. but it's definitely not a guarantee. Herald is pretty good, but might hit a gold. Pretty likely to hit a non-action, now that I think about it. 4 minstrels, there'll be like 3 rangers. Thinking about using forge to trash a ranger and a herald. The herald that I gain from workshop this turn. And so confused. That's capital economy. That is not sustainable. He can only sustain 1 province. Yeah, you've got a lot of debt now. That was a mistake. But a recoverable mistake. So it's a question of how many... Yeah, that was dumb. Needed to play that workshop first. I mean, capital's good at the end of the game, so I'm not inclined to get rid of it. I think I just gain 1 province at a capital, and then I can gain 4 provinces next turn. Let's check the math. Playing this capital just misleads. Yeah. Yeah, it should work. He's got 9 debt. So I don't think he can do anything. And I get 4 provinces next turn. This turn, whatever. The 4 provinces are 3 from buying and then 1 from forging, and I can forge a potion and a ranger. So I had 16 coins for my non-capital income last turn, And so 2 capitals will give me 20, 28 coins. I mean, I probably could have taken another province, like forged a province or something. I don't think it's possible for Forest to get 3 provinces this turn. Might not even be able to get 2. You could probably get 2 with forge and 2 capitals. If he gets 2 provinces, then all I need is 2 provinces and an estate, which is trivial. Only way I fail is if I don't see my minstrels, which maybe that was an argument to get a herald instead of another ranger. But in that case, I will have seen a lot of other good stuff. He doesn't have enough draw or actions to do crazy workshop things. He is in fact out of actions. And he has 2 workshops. Yeah, there are some worst case scenario draws available to me here. I only have 2 provinces, so not much green. A lot of yellow. Many yellow cards. $1 short from what? Oh, an estate pile out. That was... that was not on my mind at all. That's a lot of buys. almost messed up big time there. Check your 3 piles. Check your 3 piles. Alright, last game, and I have the start. Alright, so we've got Goat. We've got Tournament. But there's not much draw. And by much, I mean there is no draw. And there's Militia. Alright, so if we have like 2 tournaments, a Militia, I think we're going to want a silver. Silver is hardly an amazing card. But it does help you hit 8. I think Goat is completely sufficient trashing. I think Bazaar is definitely what I want. I don't need the plus buy from Festival anytime soon. Just want to get some cycling. Well, on the other hand, no, we're going to be attacked by Militia. We will have opportunities. Yeah, it's got to be Bazaar. Alright, so we missed Goat, but on the upside, we get a tournament here. There's a Pixie Militia opening from Forest. Yep, that's a nice one. Very good turn. But yeah, Festival's pretty okay just because Pixie is good to pick up. So I went first, but my Goat missed the shuffle, so potentially I'm a little behind. Alright, and now we have the question. Is a gold worth it? So the only draw on this board are Trusty Steed and Followers. There's a discard attack. So another question is, yeah, Merchant Ship isn't even terrible. I'll go with Festival. Okay, so Forest still has an estate left. Even if we hit 5 here, I think we'll get second tournament, probably. But we did not. If that was a gold and we don't get attacked, we could have had a province here. It's a little bit of regret. But we can still get Bazaar Pixie. Yes, no militia. I'm hoping to get... Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, got the goat. Got the province. That all worked out. Hopefully we can pair it. I think I want Steed. I mean, followers is certainly good, but there's already a discard attack on the board. But I don't have it in hand. There are plenty of plus actions. Bishop is the other way to trash. It's a close call. I think we'll just get a Bazaar here. Okay, so I'll probably be blocked. I'm not. Well, we got lucky here. That copper's really not doing anything. If we get a discard attack here, I think we get rid of the tournaments. So you can get Steed. Oh, I am okay with this. And I get the discard attack before I play the tournament. So that's real good. Alright, so 14. Let's keep keep that rolling. All 3 of my provinces. Well, it's not impossible that we get Trusty Steed, but it's pretty unlikely. Yeah, it's a pretty good Moon's Gift. Yep. He's got a chance. Oh, I don't know if I trigger that shuffle, though. Maybe it's fine. Do we go for the last bazaar, or do we get a duchy? Bishop is in the kingdom. I think I prefer it if the game goes longer. Because of followers. Do we want to trigger the shuffle? How much do we have if we don't trigger the shuffle? Yeah, let's trigger it. Unfortunate. I have regrets. I might have a hard time hitting province again. Also ritual. Go for the estate pile out. Oh, that's good. I wish I got that. Yeah, if I'd kept Pixie, I would have got that. Then I could have played Followers non-terminally. Let's go ahead and get the bishop here. Yep. I think you have to go for the province. Yeah, I would have gone for the province there. Just don't think it's anywhere close to possible to win if you don't get one more province. Two processions. Yeah. Oh, that was made the +1 card boon a lot worse. So if we see a province, yeah, we can win now. Duchy. All right, so we managed to win 6 games there. A very good start to a season. I think hopefully I can keep going strong. So I've got 5 more games in this Dominion League. 5 more matches, so maybe play another one later this week, perhaps this weekend. Until then.